Hello, so today I'm just going to be showing you guys how to, a quick tutorial on how to get all the animals find the animals on Roblox. I've been playing this for a while, so I thought I'd just show you guys how to do everything. And first we're going to start off, first I have to rebirth. And then first we're going to start off with the desert area, I like to call it. So a lot of these are really easy. But just if you need explaining, I'll explain some when the time comes. Now with the rhino, it's stuck in the cage, so you might need a friend to help you, but there is a button right behind this rock by the elephant. I've rebirthed a lot, so I go pretty quick, but if you haven't rebirthed and you don't go quick, you just have a friend help you, or just say in the chat, someone press the button, and then you quickly have to run over to the cage when it unlocks so you can get the rhino. It's pretty simple. Usually if you just ask someone in the chat to help you, if you don't have a friend, they usually come and help you out. And then for the maze, there are 3 main things in the maze. The first one I find is the porcupine. Pretty easy. They're all kind of in the same area too, which is great because you can easily get lost. But right near the porcupine is the serval. Again, pretty easy. And if you just follow my character where I go, I'm trying to show it. Maybe it's hard to remember, but the wall is see-through, so you just go through the wall. There is a button. Anytime you find a button in the game, I suggest you click it because I'm sure it opens something. After you click the button, though, you just go right back to the spawn with the spawn blue button right there, and then over by the ostrich, that cage, or the cave, it was closed before. It's open now, and then you just get the lioness, which people say is the hardest. Okay, so now that we're done with the desert, we're going to go ahead and move along to the next biome, which is the, I call it pyramid area. There's kind of some hidden ones in here, but these first couple I'm going to be doing are pretty basic. They're easy to find. Okay, so the next one I'm about to show you is one of the newer animals that was added to the game. You literally just fall on the ground and it's right there. It took me forever to find the first time, but it's right next to that dead tree and the cactus where that jackrabbit is. So this is the last little obi for the pyramid area. Um, when I first started playing the game, it took me literally forever to do it without falling. I still fall time to time, but I think just practice helps. But this part used to make me so mad all the time because I would always fall down. But now I think it's pretty easy, but it was hard for me in the beginning too. Um, but yep, the woodpecker is the last one I usually find for the pyramid area. Okay, so after the pyramid world, I head over to the, I'll call it the ocean. This one, relatively easy. There's a couple hidden ones in here too, but relatively it's easy. They're all kind of in plain sight, or you have to do a really quick, easy OB for them. The next OB I'm gonna do in the ocean was one of the harder ones for me when I first started. One, it took me forever to find this block. But two, these lasers, I'm just like not the best at OBs, I'm not even gonna lie. So doing these was a struggle for me, but eventually I got it. I know how to do it exactly now, it's a lot easier. But that's where the lobster is. But that's one of the, I think, hardest ones in the ocean area. And then the one we're coming up on next, I believe, is the crab. That one's pretty simple. You just go through the wall, but there's no like crazy OB to do or anything. Yeah, you just go through the invisible wall and get the crab, and that's about it for the ocean, I think. Yep, that was it for the ocean. I think that's one of the easier biomes to do. Okay, so the Megalodon is the newest one to the game to make it 101 animals. But basically, when you join the game, there's a timer at the top of your screen and it tells you how long you have to wait until the Megalodon spawns. So as you can see, it just spawned, the water turns red, and it's pretty simple. You just jump in the water and find it. You don't have that, I think you only have like a minute though, so you have to find it really quick. Once you find it, you're good. Okay, so after the ocean, I just go straight to the biome next to it, which I'm going to call the forest. With the forest, I think everything is relatively pretty easy to find if you just look. There's not really anything hidden. Not really. Yeah, you just look and you're able to find everything. It's pretty easy. Right here, I'm trying to show the brown bear. I found it earlier. That's why it didn't ding, but that's where that is right there. Alligator, again, I found it earlier, but you would just click on it. And then in here, they redid it recently. It looks a lot better. But in here is where you'll find the snapping turtle, and you just do this quick, easy OB. Just avoid touching those green bars, and you'll get the snapping turtle. Next, I'm trying to show how to find the catfish. The water is kind of looks almost muddy, so it's kind of hard to see, and I'm just moving the camera really weird. But right after you get beaver, there's a little dam in between the ocean and the forest, and that's just where it is. Okay, so after you get the koala, right after you just do this little OB jump thing, you get the red panda, and that will be the last one for the forest area. Okay, so after the forest area, I'm gonna jump straight into one of the newest updates. This across this bridge next to the forest area. This one took me like 2 full days to find all the animals in it, but after I found them all, they're all relatively easy to find now. So first I'm just going up the really long bamboo stick for the panda. The panda used to be over in the forest area if you've been playing for a while, but they moved it and made the bamboo sticks a lot longer than they used to be. And then you just want to climb up these bamboo sticks for the next animal. And you go over to your left and just follow. There's like a little trail leading to the animal. And it's a bird that's just sitting right there upon this little forest temple thing. Now, next is the longest OB in the game. Again, like I said earlier, I am not good at OBs, so here I fall a bunch and a bunch, trying to get this animal. So I'm gonna try to speed that up if I can figure that out. I'm new to the whole editing thing, but I'll try to figure that out so I can speed it up so you guys don't have to watch my horrible OB skills. Okay, so we finally made it to the top of this long OB, and as a reward you get the chimpanzee. And then the next one is pretty easy to get. The sloth is right up there on that tree. You literally just climb up the side of the tree to get it. Now with this next one, it's either called snake or cobra, but you can see it right in there. You can't walk through the log or anything, so you just go from behind and you're easily able to get it that way. Now in the cave, there is a big block you will see, and with that big block you have to drag it all the way through this little mini maze to get the animal at the end of it, which is a bat. You have to climb on top of the cube and jump on the cube because the bat is higher up. This is the cube I was talking about. Every time I play the game, it's in like a different spot. When I first played it, it was over there by the ladder where you first enter the cave, and then every time after I've played, it's kind of been in random areas of the cave. But basically, you just find the block and then move it all the way to the end of the maze or wherever it's at, to the end of the maze, to get that bat. So this next one we're doing, it's really buggy. I mean, this is a new biome, so I'm sure the person who makes this game, they may not know. I've seen people in the comments of their group have been saying, like, hey, this part has bugs, but you can see me here struggling trying to get it to work. Basically, the floor will turn a gray color, and it works almost like a elevator. And you just go to the spot that's not in yellow, because if you touch the yellow, it bounces you back to the start. So again, it's buggy, but eventually the gray will start moving up. Oh, there it goes. It's moving up right now. Avoid touching the yellow. There's little holes at the top. It's kind of a tedious process, but you basically just try to find the hole when the ground turns gray. And then because if the ground's yellow and you touch on it again, it will send you back to the beginning. And it's a long process, so I suggest not to do that. But yeah, you just do that the whole way up until you reach the top. Okay, now that we're at the top, the animal is right there, the panther. So, earlier I showed you guys the forest temple. In that temple, it does open up. There are 4 buttons around this biomap that you have to click on. The first one is up here at the top behind this log. You just touch it with your Roblox character, and it turns yellow, so you know it's clicked. So that's where the first one is. The second one, if you just jump off of this cliff onto this, the other button is literally right there. And again, you just click that yellow. And then you can see your progress if you figure out how many buttons you clicked, but it's right there. We've clicked 2, so only 2 are lit up, so we still have to find 2 more. And then the third one is just right here off the side of the temple, right there. You just click it, it turns yellow. And then the last one is over where that cobra was. You can see it right there. You just carefully go off of the side of it, click it, and then you are good. And then if you go back in the temple, all of them are yellow, and then you just jump in here, and then you just do this OB. Again, I'll try to speed this up. Okay, and then after you finish this little OB, you get the tiger. And that will be the last one for the newest forest area biome. And then if you want to get out of there, there's just the rope right there. Next, we're going to go ahead and do the farm biome, another one of my favorite biomes. I just think all the animals are really cute in this. So starting off with the bull, I just jump on this and then jump on the bull. Pretty simple. But if you actually go in the cage, it swings you to the forward really quick, so you just have to jump on it. Next we're getting the goose. I think that's what it's called. I think I got it earlier, but you just do that simple OB. Behind the OB is the sheep, and that's relatively new. Then in here you can easily see there's a horse. And then in this barn, you can't get in through the door, but there is an invisible ladder right up here in the corner. So you can easily get the cow, and then to get out, the ladder is also, again, in the corner. And then the turkey is over here. You just have to do the color pattern, which is blue, purple, orange, in order to get the turkey. And then for the donkey, I think that's what it's called, you just have to go upstairs, up the ladder, Really quick though, also upstairs, the chick is right behind this hay bale. And then the rooster is just right here on this windowsill. But you actually want to climb up on the windowsill. It's kind of difficult. You can see me struggling here. But after you get on the windowsill, you can see there's a red button right there. You just click it to turn it green, and that will open up the donkey's cage. So you can just go in there now and get the donkey. Okay, and then now really quick, there is a hen, I think, in the silo. I just jump, once I get to the top of the ladder, I just jump off of the ladder onto the hen really quick. If not, you just go up the obby. And then from the ladder here, I just jump off of it onto the roof of the barn to get the barn owl. And that is the last one for the barn biome. Okay, moving right along, we're going to go ahead and do the, I'll call it the winter world or the winter biome. But right here is the moose. Really easy, I already got it previously, that's why it's not blinking. And then for the reindeer, you just do this fun little obby really quick. And then if you see there is a, like, just plain block right there or a log, you actually go through it. And once you do the little pattern, it'll lead you to the stoked. Okay, and then now the whole mountain, you just do a bunch of little obbies. But for this one, I think it leads you to the links. You just up there, yep, it leads you to the links. And then next, you just want to go through here. Since I have my speed on, I'm going through it pretty quick. But you would do this obby all around this mountain. I'm just gonna jump through it. And then once you get up here, there's still no animals. You have to do the little snow button obby really quick. Okay, and now that you did all those obbies and you're at the top, you get the snow leopard. And then right from there, I jump right down here. You can also go up this ladder. I just go all the way down here, and this leads you to the snow fox. And then you just do the pattern obby. Oh, the Arctic fox, sorry, but that leads you there. And then from there, just quickly jump up here. There is a tree, and on the back of the tree is a ladder. You just go up the ladder, and that will give you the snow owl. And then there's just one more animal. You just go along here, jump down close to the wall, and then right there is the hare. And that's the last one for the winter biome. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and do the, I'll call it the tall building. This is one of my favorite biomes of the whole game. I don't know why, I just like it. But starting off, when you go into the building, I think it's the 6th floor is where you'll find the first animal, which is like a fish. And then after that, 7, 8, 9, the 9th floor has the cat. Those two are the easiest in this whole building. Then you go up the ladder, and right here you just want to jump off really quick. Do this little obby thing right here, and at the end of it will be a pigeon. After the pigeon, you just want to climb all the way up the ladder. There is a button right here, you want to click it. There is a bunny in a cage down behind the building, and that button opens the cage up so you can get that, which we'll get later. But up here you want to get the mallard, it's just in the chimney. And then the next, if you can see, I'm pointing my camera down. You can kind of see, there it is, there's a parrot right there. You just jump, aim really good, and you'll get the parrot. Next is the iguana I'm pretty sure. So I basically go up to a window where I can see the iguana. You can see it right there in that tree. I mean, you just have to jump from the building into the tree to get the iguana. It's kind of hard, but eventually you'll get it. The ferret is right over here by the winter world. And then the squirrel is just right up in this tree. Now we're gonna go into this bunny cage. That button we press in the window, the red button we turn green, that opened this cage, which allows us to go in and just grab the bunny really quick. And then over here, the last one for this biome is in this rock. You just fall into the rock. And then there is a tortoise, I'm pretty sure it's called. Yes, the tortoise, and that's the last one for the tall building biome. Okay, moving on, we're gonna go ahead and do, I'll call it the city biome. It's the one just with all the colored buildings. I really like this biome too, I don't know why. It's just pretty simple. So first we're gonna go ahead into this pink house. In the pink house you find the hamster, I believe. You just go upstairs in the building behind the bed, that's where the hamster is. Next in the purple house is the peacock. You just find the peacock painting, jump through it, and there it is right there. Next is the yellow restaurant type building. This is the only building with 2 animals in it. In this biome, it's the possum and the mouse. Just moving along into the greenhouse, it's still on the first floor, and then the hedgehog is just right there by the couch. And then the last house of the city is the blue house. You just go in here into the bathroom, jump on the tub, and then you'll find the goldfish. Still running along is the chameleon right there on the bench. You just jump on it to get it. I already got it previously. But then right in front of the purple and pink building is a sewer. You can actually fall into that. And there's like a bunch of little obies you do. First we're going to go ahead and go get the crocodile or alligator. And then right now I'm just doing the other side of the sewer to get the raccoon, I believe. There's only 2 animals in the sewer area. So after you get out of the sewer, there's only 2 more animals in the city area that we need to get. And they're both up here. You just climb up that ladder, run all the way to the other side over to the pink building's roof, and then you'll see a little tiny crow. And then there's 2 ways to get the skunk, the next animal. One you can do it the way I do. I just go over here and then jump onto it. This way, or if you actually go into the purple building, into the room, you can actually jump through that window. You can see it's kind of open. Next, we're gonna go ahead and start doing, I'll call it the Dino World. It's the one with all the dinosaurs, of course. This one is relatively new to the game as well. It took me quite a while to find all the dinosaurs here. But let's go ahead and start. So starting off for this cage, you need 2 to 3 people. No one was going to help me, so I'm just going straight in. For the water dinosaur, I forgot what it's called right now, but they just updated it to make it all black in there, so I don't really have any tips of how to help you get through this, but eventually, if you keep swimming, you will eventually find it. I kind of stay near the corners or the sides of the wall, trying to find it because you get a little bit of light, and I'm pretty sure it's near there. On like a wall, so yeah, just keep swimming and you'll eventually find it. Okay, so after a long time of looking in the dark, I finally was able to find it, and then to get out I just go all the way to the top, try to look around to see where the opening was. And then eventually I find it. And then here I see that someone is trying to get into the cage, so I'm trying to get them to press on the button, but also run in there at the same time so I can grab it really quick. Yeah, and I keep missing my chance. And then see, 3 feels a lot better than 2, but I'm finally able to get in there and get that dinosaur. But yeah, 2 to 3 people in order to get the dinosaur. Usually just say in the chat, can someone help a dino cage? That's usually what I say. And eventually people will come. If not, I just server hop, but usually someone does help me eventually. And then because they helped me, I'm just going to go ahead and help them really quick. Okay, and then running along, here's the long neck dinosaur. And this is kind of a cheat I do. You can climb up him, and then I just do it really quick to get over here to this checkerboard obi. Yeah, I keep my speed on to run really fast, and then I regret it. But here I am again, just doing the cheat I do. Just climb up his back, and you'll go higher if you see I'm kind of floating in the air. And that helps me a lot go fast in the game and rebirth a lot quicker. But here I am, and then you get this dinosaur eventually. Another cheat I do, I just jump on his head, and then oh, and I fell again. And then I'm eventually up here, and I skipped literally going up the whole volcano. So it's a lot easier, and if you want to rebirth pretty fast, like I like to, that's a good cheat to do, or hack, whatever you'd like to call it. And then here, pretty simple, you just jump on these little bars, the parts of the volcano, in order to get the T-Rex at the end. And then next you just want to go back, because if you see there's a cloud obi up there, so in order to get there you just fall onto this platform, walk all the way across it, and then once you get to this end it'll teleport you up in the clouds. So then you just do this obi, just be careful not to fall, and the clouds do disappear if you just sit on them. So you just finish the obi, and at the end is that flying dinosaur. Okay, so now that we have the flying dinosaur, we're just gonna keep going. I just jump off, and we're gonna go into this little cave, and then I just do green, brown, blue, gray, and I think that's the quickest way to get the dinosaur. I'm not sure, but I think it's the quickest way. And then right next to the cave, you just go through this wall right here, and then you go through this wall, and then there's a dinosaur right at the end of it. And then we're just going to go ahead and go behind the volcano. There's another little thing back here to get another one. You go through it. This one's pretty easy to do. You just climb. There's a ladder right there you jump onto to get higher. And then you just do the obi and not fall in or not touch the lava. Okay, now that we got that one, I think we only have one dinosaur left. And I'm just going to go back to the long neck dinosaur, do the little cheat hack thing, so I don't have to go through the whole volcano obi. You just jump here, and you go through that wall, but if you can't jump like I do, just do the whole volcano obi, and once you get to those blocks, just jump and fall where I was. And then you just do this obi, the dinosaur's right there. I've tried to jump with my speed multiple times trying to get it. You can't. Well, for me, I never have, so I just have to still do the whole obi to get it. Okay, and after you get this dinosaur, that is the last dinosaur for the dino area biome. Okay, so the animals I'm about to show you right now aren't really to a specific biome. They're just near the spawn. So I'll just call them the spawn animals. But first we're just gonna go ahead and get the dog. One of the easiest ones to find in the game. And the flamingo, if you can see, there's like a ladder right there, blends in pretty good with the wall. You just climb up that and then do this obi in order to get the flamingo. Okay, and then after flamingo, we're just gonna go ahead and behind the blue animals found board or the leaderboard is the mole. And then right close to the mole is the chipmunk. It's just in this bush right close to the tall building biome. And then that should be it. Yep, we have all 101 animals. I hope this video helps someone who's, struggling to find an animal, or just if you just want to watch. And I hope this helps someone, and thank you for watching.